first problem that I would like to address myself to is, of course, is to understand the operation of the council so that I can come down and be an effective force and not a disruptive force.
Well, there's a lot of things that need to be done. We need to further be involved in our neighborhoods in the way of the housing situation, particularly in my area. We have a lot of 235 housing. In fact, we have 60% of 235 housing, and much of that is vacant.
City Attorney Alex Bickley has not had the best of years. How would you feel about replacing the city attorney?
I frankly believe that Mr. Bickley has served the city well, but I think he served it too long. I think that when anyone has been in office as long as he has, he begins to get a tunnel vision of the operation of the responsibilities of the city attorney's office, and he has failed to consider that there are other sides that need to be represented other than the view of the established party in power.
I'm satisfied with Mr. Bickley.
You would not vote to change city attorneys?
Not unless Mr. Bickley made an effort to be dishonest to the people of Dallas, and I haven't found that to be so yet.
Well, now, we had a retroactive rate hike not too long back in July for DP&L, which the city attorney's office didn't catch, and nobody on the council caught it until after it was voted upon. How did that all slip by?
Well, apparently we did not get down to the details of the ordinance. As most ordinances are brought to us, they're brought with a caption as to what is going to be in the ordinance. This ordinance was brought to us with that caption. Immediately after the ordinance was passed, and some of the citizens in my community and throughout Dallas contacted me, I was prepared and did pass and vote for the resolution to take away that rate increase that was put on retroactive. I am against any retroactive ordinance.
I think that the council failed to do what I would do on any subject of any importance whatsoever. I have committee people and advisors that have supported me, and people all over the city that I would call and ask them to review these things before I voted on them. No councilman can possibly be an authority on every subject that is presented to him.
Conflicts of interest have been somewhat of a problem this year for the city council. What do we need to do to change that?
We need to elect honest people. If your representative is honest, I don't think you have to worry about the conflict of interest. Integrity is the prime motive that ought to be the utmost part of any person's personality.
A conflict of interest is very easily described. You do not need an attorney. You do not need to take the Dallas Bar Association. Just merely restrain yourself whenever there has been a conflict of interest, which is this. If someone does business with you, or someone does you a special favor, or if you own something which you are asked to be a judge to, you must abstain. Now, the law says that you must vote on every single subject unless you own a certain percentage of it, according to Mr. Bickley. This is not true. You can walk out of that council chamber anytime you want to for a cup of coffee, and you should do it if you feel like that you are in some way judging with prejudice.
What we have in place 7 is really a difference of philosophies. It's Max Goldblatt's people power versus L.A. Murr and the Citizens Charter Association.